We see, of course, changes in consumption patterns in Europe and the States, where people are consuming more services rather than goods, which we've seen also the effects on Chinese exports, which have been growing at a slower rate, although still quite healthy. And what we're of course waiting for now is seeing how, if and when the Chinese consumer gets back on track, and people in the restaurant business are telling me that they see their restaurants more full than they were in 2019, so I think that's a good sign. And I've also spoken to some European retailers who are reporting that their stores are more or less as filled as they were also in 2019, of course with some changing consumption patterns. We're looking positively upon this year, very positively I would say. We believe that there will be further opening up. That's been the message, and that's important for us, but it's also a matter of execution. We want to see how long it will take to establish a business in some of the recently opened areas. One thing also that is very important both for us and for China is the environment, and how the concrete actions on sustainability will take place. We know there's a lot of investments going into both solar and wind power, and we expect that to continue, and we think that's an area which is going to be important for European business and also for ourselves. It's still early days because the market has to be expanded to cover a lot more areas, and it has to be grown, it has to be wider and also deeper to be properly functioning. But I think it's encouraging to see the steps that have been taken, but we look forward to an even more dynamic carbon trading market in the future. If we look at the small and medium-sized company, quite a bit of a reluctance to invest in China for the last period, because they are not quite clear about the opening up. And we also have to admit that there is quite a negative feeling at European companies' headquarters. So I think it's, for one thing, very important to bring headquarter people here, so they can see with their own eyes that there are a lot of positive things going on in China, but also that there are some things that need to be rectified. And I think that dialogue can happen much more easily now that people can start to travel and have their own experience with Chinese government officials, whether it be at national or provincial level. And then I think that the upside potential, as I said initially as well, is very big, and we are definitely hoping to profit from that.